want to go for these team fights. And Bedel, like I mentioned, do they want to just go hard dive in, or do they want to front to back? From the looks of it right now with the Beatrix and this fail, it is going to be really good for them to go for those front to backs.
Yep, best case scenario, Bedel just puts up a wall in the Kufra and the Hylos, and EVOS is just not gonna have a good day. The Veil itself is such a clear tell and answers the Karina, ruins Potato's day, but they close up strong with the Lo Yi.
Yeah, I love the Louis pick. Both of the teams is screaming team fight. They want to go like, all right, this is the first game. This is the best of 5. Let's try to see what we're all about. Let's try to scale a little bit. Let's try to get a big fight around Ward, and let's see who wins the mechanical gameplay. Louis is very, very annoying with the dispersion as well as the rotation. And in this game, we really have to look at the main damage dealers for both of these teams. For the side of EVOS, we got to look at Clint. And from the side of Bedel, Beatrix is strong, but that Hayabusa is always one of those heroes that's in the back of your head. It's like, he won't be able to do that much damage. And then suddenly it's like, okay, that's a lot of damage.
I agree completely. And the thing is, right now, what we do need to see as well isn't just the damage, but also the mobility for the side of Bedel. They can play the map cross, split it up very, very well in the early stages. Loyi can do the same, but we're going to do and get into the Land of Dawn for the second match of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it.
The Turkish versus the Singaporean squads coming at you. This is the first game in the best of 5. Bedel versus EVOS SG. It's Yunshi in the gold lane facing off against Adamir. It's a marksman matchup. Again, we've seen a lot of Beatrix in mid, but now it's exactly what it should be. It's just a marksman duel up top. And early on, JPL already starting up. Faraway gonna jump in. Shadows use 3-man rotation here. The Little Wanderer still standing. Bouncing ball keeping JPL in check. Putting up that blade, keeping them in line. Little Wanderer goes straight to Bedel.
Really, really intelligent plays coming in from Bedel, even though they know that, you know, in the early stages, Sayla and this and JPL will be able to get a lot of pressure done. They know that they have the Hayabusa, they have the Beatrix, able to clear the waves much faster. So instantly, we just collapse on them.
Yeah, right now the way that EVOS SG is playing, it looks like they're really trying to out-farm whatever Bedel is trying to do, where in the mid, just by 2 people, JPL, as well as Sayla over here, just like, okay, we're going to control you, guys going to stay mid, you guys aren't going through your own jungle, and Potato is going to try to go in to Bedel's jungle and try to get a lot of camps as much as he can. However, the good thing about Bedel, both of the side leaders are awake. They're like, yeah, we see what you're trying to do, and we're not going to let you do it.
And that's what's so cool about Bedel here. Even in their draft, they showed a very layered approach, but right now, this is as clean as you want to get. Faraway picks off the fight in mid, Shadows on out. He's going to be just in time for this first turtle, recalling already. He knows that EVOS SG is still rotating amongst their jungle.
That's why I also kind of like EVO Singapore's draft, right? Is because with the Hayabusa, you have a lot of creativity in the way you engage fights, but with this composition, you go in for one mistake, instant. It's a point and tap stun, right? You go for that instant engage, and look at this.
Yep, Alien drops the glorious pathway. He's baiting them out. A jump in by Asmo, keeping him in place. Gear gets hit with a bouncing ball. Potato just crashes on through, and Alien might be the first casualty. Gear draws first blood, and there's another wind blade. First blood brought to you by Razor. It's sharp. EVOS SG is clean. They are doing exactly what they did in the group stage, baiting out, playing around the turtle, and yeah, look, they're just serving up straight to Potato.
And I love this guy. Gear, he really plays. I would say he's showing himself like to be the best EXP laner right now because, again, his lane mechanics are sick. And the thing is, he knows how to dive the backline and he knows how to survive a gank from a Hayabusa. That is amazing. This guy, Gear, we gotta look at him. He might be the player to watch for this game.
Honestly, it's such a small thing, but where he just recalled as well is just so smart. You usually think like, all right, he's very low. He'll go to the safest spot, which is that the bush closest to the turret. But no, he's like, I'll play it 50-50. I'll stay in the mid lane, but it was just brilliant. He reads the enemy out very, very well. But now, with EVO Singapore in the lead, we are going to take a look at the items. So far, it is that Clint able to farm up really, really well, going and building that endless battle for the first item.
Yeah, and EVOS SG, honestly, if they build a Dreadnought armor early, if they have 2 people on the Dreadnought armor, they're not going to deal a lot of damage. Speaking of damage, Gear!
Oh, that's a stun set in by Alien. The order, he demands it. Stay here. Turtle Prio going over to Bedel, and just like that, it's a quick pick off. gear earlier in the team fight prior to this one. He got away. He got away with a kill that he should not have, but now the clear punish by Bedel. They are not going to be outclassed. Far away. Takes the turtle. Slain, brought to you by Singaporean Tourism Board. And just like that, I gotta say, Asmo, he really picked up the right hero. They just want to put up a border wherein Bedel's not ready, and then when they do, he suddenly becomes an offensive tool.
Absolutely, and the thing is, for Bedel and EVOS Singapore, they both have win conditions, very, very specific win conditions. And if one just makes a little bit of a mistake, Bedel is going to be there, and so will EVOS Singapore. They will be able to capitalize on these small mistakes. What you need to do right now is literally just play for those win conditions. Just play it out slow. Wait for the objectives to come to you, because if you keep on forcing plays to happen, like EVOS just did in that turtle, you are bound to lose something. The position just wasn't right.
Yeah, and I was about to say, the entire game, we have not seen a lot in the gold lane, but far away right now is over here, so this might be an engage, because Adamir right now looks like he's scaling up very, very well. In terms of the team fights, it's only about time that he's going to do very well.
2v1 here down bottom. Alien drops the glorious pathway. There's not enough firepower inside of Potato and gear, but here it is though. There's a death bush set up by Turkey. Bedel taking down the tank in EVOS. JPL was not expecting the 3.
I love that from Bedel. Again, the shot selection is going to be very important here. EVOS Singapore, they're putting their resources to the wrong side of the map, and boom!
Adamir deep underneath his own turret. He flickers on through. He goes out of range, but he takes down one anyways. He's the one who pays the price here. Yunshi, what a play.
That was great, man. That was really great for the side of Bedel. That was great, Lofel. But EVOS, they need to be clutcher here.
Stretching up, and there, Sayla just dropping all the stacks. Potato cleaning house, far away, taken out quickly. And just like that, EVOS SG turns around. They're keeping the pace here. They're back in the driver's seat.
And look at how much burst EVOS has over there. The moment that they manage to catch the Hayabusa, there's not much that he can do. And Bedel, they have to be careful of that. Adamir right now is scaling up very, very well. And Sayla, with this Louis 1, 0, and 2, is going to scale up as well in terms of having very low cooldowns. Make sure that can crowd control everyone. And in this Riverside, I would say EVOS actually has the clear advantage.
What he needs to do right now, I mean, Sayla, is he needs to know his power, all right? The power on this hero is if you can't catch them while you're in range, you can't really outrange that Veil. Veil wants to go for that poke, wants to go for that engage, like just a full-out war. Whereas you, as a Loyi, you can go for a little bit more poke, right? And you need a lot of setup. That's the thing. Sayla needs a lot of setup. He can't be caught in bad situations and bad positions. He needs to play it a little bit backwards.
Right now, we're looking at Potato as well as JPL. Both of them having Dreadnought armors. Right now, Bedel, if they do want to go heavy engage, especially for this Hayabusa, the damage is not going to be a lot. Once they finish up the anti-cuirass, then yeah, EVOS SG, they have a clear window of opportunity to take a team fight and potentially win it.
Yep, I hear ya. For EVOS SG, there's a couple of steps that they need to do, given that as a Karina, it's not as easy. But here we go, they catch JPL one more time. A jump in by gear. It's a disaster. Looking like for EVOS SG, but they turn it around right now. 2 for 1 is the trade out. Potato, you gotta see that it's all about the immunity, and he finds another right as they get away. Camera swings up to Adamir. EVOS SG is winning on multiple fronts.
Absolutely. Did you see that beautiful diversion, man? No one predicted that. You didn't even see it. Bedel, they were so surprised by that. But I think that loss was contributed heavily by Bedel just overcommitting to the tank.
I would say Potato did not show up that much during group stages, but this one is like, yeah, no. I'm going to be the carry. I'm the one going to go in front. I'm going to get the kills. 4-0-1 right now. Very good score.
Asmo catching quite a bit of firepower from Adamir. If anything, this time around, look at that. We were asking for Sayla to lay down the damage, and here he's showing it up. I was about to say, Adamir is not even online yet. They switched him up. They put him in mid because Yunshi was too much pressure, and now Adamir has built up his confidence again.
It's cracked already. Bedel's formation, Bedel's power spike has been cracked already. EVOS Singapore now with the lead, pushing in every single turret with that mid and top side taken. This is great setup for that turtle.
JPL caught out Asmo, so there will be no surprises coming in from the Turkish squad. Paranoid, he's afraid. Paranoid, he's not thinking this is safe. Alien dropping the glorious pathway. This is not a good look. Asmo knocks up Potato. There's nothing that the assassin can take from there. The backline has completely been infiltrated by Alien. He is wearing their skin, but Adamir says, nah, you shed that. You are not in friendly territory. All this time, far away was so far away. What's the plan for this Hayabusa?
The plan for the Hayabusa is just keep looking for the isolation, just keep looking for the split push right now, because in 1v1s, you actually do have the lead. The thing is, for EVO Singapore right now, they can go for those fights, but they need to be careful who they target. Look at that, they killed Alien for Potato. That is not worth it at all, but look at that, it's gonna be Sayla again pressuring the Bedel members.
Sayla is really making a case for himself that he should be the one getting targeted, because this Hayabusa, I'm pretty sure he has the damage, but he has to pick the correct targets. If Sayla is being brought down, then it's not going to do much. Right now, Sayla, with the Enchanted Talisman, as well as the Winter Truncheon, this is a very, very smart item, because the moment it's like, oh, Hayabusa is targeting me, like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to stay out of the fight for like, what, 2.5 seconds? And then let's fight again.
And so far, that's what the kill score or kill line on far away dictates. 2-2-2. He's just not able to get out of the situations that he jumps into. Usually, the shadows expire and then he gets locked in. And we set this up clearly because of the sure stuns on JPL and the stacks that Sayla can drop on, not to mention gear. So yeah, there's just not as many easy targets on the side of EVOS SG anymore. And that's why I guess they're so confident to take his quick Lord.
Now, with the Lord spawning in, it is going to be extremely hard for the side of Bedel to contest this, because as you can see, the side lane prowess of EVO Singapore, they can just use these side lanes constantly, and they are going to pressure, all right? The thing is, with these two, with that one turret lead alone, it is going to create a lot of additional pressure that Bedel needs to answer constantly.
Pressure coming in from Bedel. The damage is still on their side. Clearly, especially we're talking about Yunshi, he's been scarce this whole time, but I guess that's what this three-man wall from Bedel explains, and that's why it's far away you see down bottom, and they've done well to keep that up actually, but right now Alien finds himself again a little too deep, has to use that ult to get out of harm's way. That's one huge resource that EVOS SG can note. There's no ult on the Hylos.
That's a huge resource actually burned away right before the Lord. And now you can see instantly, EVO Singapore, they want to abuse that. They want to punish Bedel for doing that, but they need to be careful, because if they do use too many resources of their own. Wait a minute, the flank's coming in, Leo!
There's a diversion, and Gear starts it up. They take down far away first. Adamir blasts him straight in the face. Point blank, the Clint gets two. Asmo follows on. Alien stuns one underneath. Potato bites the dust, and right now Alien, he's catching a lot of sacks from Sayla, and Yunshi's pushing back. He has no peel. Paranoid gets caught by a falling star moon. He gets taken down by Adamir. 3 for 1 so far. EVOS SG gonna prompt up, take the Lord. Do they have time? No, they lost Potato. They have no retribution.
But Luoyi 101 there, Lafell, you can see it now. We are going to take a look at the replay. What happened?
Yeah, this is the cleanest I've seen engaged by any kind of Louis. And the thing is, what's so crazy was that the Hayabusa got deleted instantly. Like, usually we say 100 to 0. I didn't even see 100.
Yeah.
It was just 0.
It just completely disappeared out of the map, man. That was a Houdini move by EVO Singapore. Now you see him, now you don't in both stages. And JPL, he is hungry for more right now.
A massive read. I must say, whoever shot called that, whoever said they're in this bush, just blast them as you see them. That's some genius play. 12 minutes in, this is a Luminous Lord set up by EVOS SG. We have the offlaners just catching up right through the river. They're gonna position in, Lord at half health. We see Faraway already expended quite a bit of his shadows. So, wow. Because of that, conceal play. Can they find one? JPL looking for a stun. It's Asmo up top, and they let go.
But look at that, honestly, it's a lot of resources spent for nothing. So Bedel, actually, they have a little bit of a lead here in the team fight if they do try to go for punish.
Oh, is this a counter go? Are they going to initiate on this? They know that there was a lot lost on EVOS SG, but shadow kill already between two. They're juggling, Faraway about to get blasted. Adamir, forward flicker on, just not enough range.
Dude, this is just sad to see. Bedel, they're going
to Gear! He's not done! He said, Miracle, hold your thought. He's not done. He still finds one, so that's a huge one. Few stacks, bit of damage put on the three members, and just like that, they can just poise for this Lord finally 13 minutes in.
There's too much hesitation for the side of Bedel. They know that at EVO Singapore, they've wasted their resources for nothing. They should have just pulled the trigger, but they were so hesitant. They didn't know where to go, and there was miscommunications everywhere. You can see Faraway, he went to the top side, the others went to the bottom side, and you just know at that point, they needed to recall, they needed to back away, but they also, in the position where they needed to back away, they still hesitated. They didn't know what to do. Should we help Faraway? Should we just back away? Should we just let him die?
All right, come on, Leo Merkel, we got to chill, okay? Relax for a bit because Bedel, they still have comeback opportunities. Mobile Legends Bang Bang is designed that you can come back from any kind of situation. Right now, I'm looking at Paranoid, already level 12, so his ult is gonna hurt. Now, it's just a matter of position, and right now being flanked.
That's 2 members that they catch, Falling Star Moon onto Asmo. They'll just go ahead and use that positioning advantage to steal the Lord. Lefel, you were saying. Oh, the purple, you were saying.
No, okay, so for this situation, if Bedel has a good positioning where EVOS SG, they just hard dive, and then Paranoid managing to catch them in his Windstorm, then there's a potential win in terms of the team fight. But EVOS, the way that they're playing right now, flanking here and right, like, it's not gonna happen.
Yep, the same shenanigans are still on. Falling Star Moon charged up by Gear, and there you go. They're gonna buy the dust. Asmo and Alien taken out, just like that. Lord gonna swing onto this inhibitor. A lot of damage being rained down. Adamir gets punished by Paranoid. We talked about the Veil. We talked about how he's already level 12, how much damage he has on board, but it's going to be enough to penetrate top lane. Interestingly enough, I love that Bedel still saw that they can still protect that mid inhibitor. So they're not out of this just yet.
They're not out of it for sure, man. Bedel, again, like Lefel said, I agree 100% with what you said, man. They need to play for Paranoid. If Paranoid gets these cheeky tornadoes in, gets the Windstorm going, and actually is able to burst the tank, just the prio members from the side of EVO Singapore, it is going to be really, really hard for EVO Singapore to crack that base open, especially considering, did you see how Sayla, even in that purple fight, he was just taken to a quarter of HP with 1 ability. So you see the damage already shaping up, even though he's 2 and 3. With the shutdown that he was able to get on to Adamir, that's a little bit more item power spike for him to get. Lightning Truncheon already built with the Holy Crystal as well.
Oh, nice jump in by Asmo, and they lay down the combo. JPL bites it, far away gets the kill. And this is the road to recovery for Bedel. We were just talking about how Paranoid is still a threat. Paranoid is the one to play for Bedel right now, and they found it. Oh, but wait, conceal play. Sayla's far. All right, Sayla just knew something was up.
Yeah, because right now, looking at Bedel, Yunshi hasn't died as well, 1-0-4. And the thing is, they have a lot of wave clear. So in terms of pushing, EVOS SG, they're going to have a pretty hard time unless they catch Bedel sleeping and win a team fight and then just push off there.
Yep, here we go, far away with the shadow kill. He has a shadow from the quad left there. Not much, but look! Oh, Paranoid got that 2-skill combo. Enough to blow up Adamir. The soft Clint, nowhere to go. Bedel gets 1 free kill, and just like that, I think we're back to equilibrium.
Yeah, Paranoid, once again, this man is what you need to look at, who you need to look at in this match. He is the win condition, and they're going to go in again, Leo.
Asmo jumps in, Numinum Blast being set up by JPL. Ooh. They catch a few with the Bennett's Rage, and right now, Arunchi goes down. Sayla is laying down the damage. Alien getting to back off, far away, gets 1. Potato, he's going to bite it as well. Asmo and Alien, the only ones left. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wipeout. Alien, where is he? Can JPL catch him? This is tank-on-tank violence. There's the stun. Can he get away? The answer is yes, but at this point, boys, I think it's over.
I think it is, man. Again, EVO Singapore, they noticed that little mistake and they instantly go and punish him for it. It's going to be EVO Singapore looking for the end right here, Leo. And they have done it. 1-0 to the hometown boys.
All right now, the last team fight, that was absolutely amazing. The thing is, Sayla, definitely, in my opinion, definite MVP over there. He was engaged on.
Debut here at the M3 World Championships. We expected Sasa to be the one who picked this up, but no, it's Bedel.
Yep, I mentioned that there's only so much kiting you can do. How's about the queen of kiting herself?
Yeah, right now, Kimi, again, M3 World Stage is like, yeah, every single hero is on the table. And the thing about Bedel, they like to switch things up, and here it is, bringing out the Kimi. Now, the thing is, we're excited. But can they actually execute it? Based on the first game, they don't look that confident. Bringing in this Kimi, I hope it brings some new level of confidence that Bedel can bring against EVOS SG.
Let's see what happens here based on the drafts. Honestly, I might have to side with EVO Singapore once again. I feel like they have a more well-rounded draft, a more multi-dimensional draft that can play multiple ways. But for the side of Bedel, they only know one thing, and that is to... The thing is, the Kimi, I don't think it synergizes well with the composition.
Yeah, no, again, it's the same issue. They have 2 heroes that are deceptively simple. They have 2 heroes that are just blunt objects. I know what I need to do, but do I have the rotations? Do I have the moves to pull them off? We're about to find out here in game number 2 in this best of 5. Bedel versus EVOS SG. The Singaporean champions ahead by 1 game. we're looking at how well Bedel can mentally reset.
Let's see how it goes here. Once again, Adamir going to face up against that Kimmy in the top side will mean that Kimmy will have a little bit more range to play with, right? And they're both going to scale really, really well. One thing about Brody is he is not going to be able to actually force a lot of fights in that top side, considering Kimmy's range.
Oh, look at this JPL already using the flicker. It's not an easy go for the roamer of EVOS SG here.
Yeah, right now it's a total switch-up where in the first game, EVOS SG, they really win the mid lane, and because of that, the rotation coming up from Bedel has been significantly slowed. Right now, it's a complete opposite where Bedel is really controlling the mid, and right now we can see that they're starting their rotation going up against the gold lane, and I hope that they really heavily commit to this and they manage to get something out of this rotation.
Now that I'm looking at it, honestly, I take back what I said about Bedel's composition being, not synergizing properly. I feel like now looking at it, it's a very good composition if the Kimmy gets ahead. If not, I mean, if Kimmy scales, all right? He doesn't need to get ahead as long as he gets the gold from the gold lane, as long as she doesn't get bullied. This is a really good front-to-back composition.
And when we're talking about Kimmy, Kimmy is a unique hero where she can go the physical build as well as the magic build. Right now, looking at the Emblem Mystery Shop, in terms of getting ahead, it should be very, very easy. She will theoretically complete her items way earlier than anyone else, but is she going to commit heavily on this magic build?
Oh, we'll find out later because Faraway has other ideas. Here comes Potato, and here comes a turnaround from EVOS SG. Down goes one per side. It's a trade, but Potato gets a double. No, he survives. What? Yunshi still standing. Oh, that's what you get when you have the Rafaela. JPL keeps him alive. Could have been a trade, but no, this early on, it's those little margins that makes a difference.
Super fast rotations from the side of Bedel and from the side of EVO Singapore. You can see Bedel, they try to make a proactive movement to the top side, but they overcommitted a little bit too much there. EVO Singapore with the instant response, knowing that Bedel, they've wasted a little bit too much time, a little bit too many resources on to that top side. Instantly, we just go in and head on to them.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Bedel, they need to be a little bit more confident in the moves that they're making. They were at the top lane first. They were at the gold lane first, but they failed to initiate any kind of engagements. And it was SG. They're like, oh, you're up there? We're going to come too.
Yep, already Paranoid used his black shoes and the engage from gear. Demonic Force already pulled in. There's a Holy Baptism set in by JPL, but the firepower from EVOS SG is nowhere to be found. Real quick, I want to note, before this fight breaks out, Lafel, did you see that? EVOS SG, they switched it up. Gear went into the mid, and then they sent JPL down to the bottom to get some EXP to get level 4, and because of that, they're able to contest.
Oh, I actually didn't notice that, but this is one of those things that we have seen before in M3 where they only switch it up for like the first 3 waves and then just switch it up again, and it's like, okay, now we're just back to normal. We just wanted that EXP minion going to someone else.
Yeah, but the thing is, for the side of Bedel, actually, they're going to have a lot of this lead in the early game because, oh, wait a minute.
That's going to be JPL caught out. A little too soft for his own taste. Alien, Daytona's welcome on the gear. It's 2 for none so far, but they're able to trade. Make that one more. Gear jumps on to Asmo. Gear gets traded out for by Faraway, and just like that, Bedel is still on the table. Nothing comes for free.
2 for 1 for the side of EVO Singapore. Even though Bedel was able to get that turtle buff, that's the thing about this composition, right? Bedel, they need to be the ones getting the early game lead with their composition, the Lilia, that Paquito, and as well as that Barrett. You would expect them to be able to secure these objectives in the early stages, but with EVO Singapore taking it already, honestly, the mid game isn't going to be too nice for them.
Yeah, right now we're gonna look at the replay, even though it looks like a fight, a little skirmish going up top. Now, when we look at this fight, Asmo managing to get that catch, but this is also a situation where Bedel, I'm looking at it, and they really need to be a little bit more focused on the targets that they're putting at. Right now, they're focusing on 1 by 1, and that's great. I want them to keep this up because, again, their execution needs to be a little bit more cleaner in order for them to really have a bigger lead going up against EVOS SG.
Actually, EVO Singapore starting to show cracks here in their game, rotating maybe a little bit too soon before getting Prio in that mid lane, and Bedel is actually able to chunk that turret gold a lot in the mid lane.
Yep, and this is where EVOS SG is clearly just letting through because they have different priorities, and it's on this plane, it's on this level that Bedel might have to find their outs. Yunshi spots out that Adamir's all alone. Here comes JPL from the bottom. Paranoid, able to cut through. So even if EVOS SG won a majority of the team fights in this 5-minute bout, Bedel are still proactive. I think they're picking up on what they should have fixed in game 1.
Yeah, right now I'm liking. I'm really loving it. Now, what I want to see is Asmo and Faraway move together because just like you said, the Asmo with the Lolita, he has an on-demand stun. It looks like an attack on Yunchi.
Ooh, lacking one more stack, lacking one more hit on the torn apart memory. And
Wait.
yeah, that was a winter truncheon on Potato. Stop, the tone is welcome, but here comes Asmo. Numinal Blast, keeping Potato in place for Faraway to knock up and knock down. Here comes Gear, he's in the middle of 4. It's a little too much. Sayla says, oh, this is too much for me. Help me out. JPL goes for the order and survives the engagement. JPL walks away with his life as well.
Yeah, I feel like for the side of Bedel, they have been so proactive on the map, but they didn't have any setup to go with that, right? When they wanted to gank the top side, to dive the top side, they didn't have the wave properly set up. So that's the reason EVO Singapore were able to just survive in most of these proactive fights. But now, seeing this, EVO Singapore were the ones to make a proactive movement to the bottom side. Bedel instantly responds, and I think that is just beautiful. That is what they need to look for. When EVO Singapore oversteps a little bit, you capitalize. Because right now, as the waves aren't going to be good for you.
Yeah, right now for what Bedel has to be doing, I'm curious to see what items have they built up, because if the Kimi is looking very good right now, they really should move as 3 or as 4 and try to push some of these objectives, because yeah, kills are great, kills are nice, but you need to start holding the map. You need to start getting turrets, and when you get turrets, you need to start controlling the jungle from the side of EVOS SG.
Yep, and that's what you want to do as a Kimi. You want to go fast, and now JPL, Holy Baptism onto 1. There's a lot of burst and a lot of DPS coming from the Bedel 3-man squad down bottom. They catch 1. Stunning from Potato. The turnaround from Asmo with the Numenon Blast. Instead, it's Paranoid version in the back line by Sayla. And just like in Game 1, it seems like the mid laner from EVOS SG means business.
The goal just keeps shifting back and forth. You see Bedel getting a good fight, getting a good trade. Then EVOS gets it. Then Bedel gets it one more time in that top side, able to get the turret and switch over the gold lead once again to their side. But this is the thing for the side of EVO Singapore. They have such a good dive composition. Will Bedel have the, will they be as organized to actually pull off the front to back properly?
It seems like both teams are playing on different wavelengths. They both want to do different things, and that's where they meet right in the middle, and then whoever gets on top is going to eventually get that small lead and then back again.
Yeah, right now Yunshin, looking at his items, he already has the Genius 1 as well as the Ice Queen 1. So in terms of damage, he has it. In terms of utility, he has it. Far away engaging on JPL. Right now, Bedel, I would say this is their prime time. This is the moment where they're like, we want to actually go for side lane team fights. Not the river, not the mid, not the jungle, side lane team fights.
Yep, basically serve him up to Yunshi. And now, that's what they're doing, but they just can't find the timing. They can't find the tempo because they're always afraid of JPL. That's how threatening this Rafaela is. It seems to have been the right choice, at least mentally speaking, for EVOS SG to not give Bedel free reign.
Let's see what happens here, because again, the Kimi is in that bottom side, but Bedel are going to look for the 4v4 skirmish in that top side for the Turtle. As of right now, looking at both of these 4 people in that top side, who do you actually favor it for? It should be Bedel with the mid game, but look at that, they're already looking for something here.
Yeah, right now, Bedel, they are controlling the Turtle over here, and Kimi is rotating. Brody is going to be there first. I feel like in this team fight, Bedel might actually have a hard time because I don't think that they are setting this up very, very properly.
Yep, they go for the soft reset. Faraway and Paranoid need to wail away at the Turtle. Still, they get it eventually. Turtle Lane brought to you by the Singaporean Tourism Board. And just like that, I think EVOS SG decided, okay, the contest is too much. Why don't we pressure down bottom? They're yet to get a turret there.
Yeah, and they actually already used a valuable resource right there. Potato's going to get engaged on, but he's still going to be able to run away from that. But Bedel, that was really clean by them. Oh, a 1v1 in shoes in that top side. Far away, almost taking a solo kill. Now with the rotations in that bottom side, Leo.
Potato spots out Paranoid. Not a fight he wants to take. Adamir placing a few beads. Close one. One more time. You see Yunshi is short of 1 basic attack. 1 tick of the torn apart memory. And look at this in the absence of Potato. Faraway takes a sneaky purple.
Yeah, I don't know. EVO Singapore, I think they're a little bit... They're overcommitting too much onto these movements. They move to the bot side and they don't want to fall back. They want to look for something. Every time they rotate somewhere, they need to get something, it seems, right now. Because they should have just backed away after the first wave.
Something tells me they're also confused if they want to go for the scale or they just want to surprise with the turnaround.
Yeah, that's the perfect word right now. It is confused. And I feel like both of these teams, they're not sure what is their priority. Are they prioritizing trying to get turrets? Are they prioritizing to get kills? Are they prioritizing trying to control the map? Right now, they're just like, okay, we're going to clear the lanes, we're going to farm, and then eventually we'll know which side of the map that we want to play on.
Neither of them have the tools to kind of force fights, honestly. Gear, his whole kit is a turnaround. And just like that, he's going to go now. Detna's welcome into the belly. Answers back with the demonic force. 2v1. A little too much to expect to survive, especially in the hands of Faraway. So that's a nice pickoff up top for Bedel. Slowly, they're growing this 2K gold lead.
Yeah, they're playing off of this lead, but again, they don't have the timings properly, right? It's not really a good time right now. Maybe if they get a mid lane kill right now, it is going to be very, very huge. But again, EVO Singapore, they just back away. They go for the trade on the bottom side, and actually, no one's going to get punished. It's actually, out of that kill, EVO Singapore came out with the objective.
Yeah, right now this Brody is a little bit too free. It's like, yeah, no one's going to stop me. I'm going to farm, I'm going to poke a bit, and then eventually I'll be very strong. I'm pretty sure he already has the Blade of Despair. Oh, Osmo looking to engage.
Conceal play. The Lolita stuns the Rafaela. There's a max charge to the face. And right now, Alien goes one more time for the Tona's welcome. Answers back with Asmo on that order. And the Numinum Blast from the back. Oh, they take down Faraway orders onto the face. Just like that, it's a 1-for-1, a little too deep. Long way around. Still, EVOS SG, they understood that that was their fight.
Yeah, they understood that very much so. They saw Potato going back, and that is where the communication comes in, man. You saw how organized they were. They were so good at peeling it off from him. But Bedel now, are they sure they want to contest this? Because look at that. EVO Singapore, they've actually recalled and come back. This is not a good fight, and Bedel chooses to go for it. But let's see.
Ooh, Malcolm charge in the face. That's gonna be JPL taken down. They trade out for Asmo. Sayla right at the moment to survive. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Potato is not here to clean up. They pop the immortality on to Alien. Can EVOS gear end it? Demonic Force! Yapa Yunshi's gonna be here, not incentivizing a force pushback. Just like that, Bedel might have a free lord in their hands.
Yeah, we spoke about the communication. Will Bedel be able to fix that instantly? And so far, honestly, they've been doing a very good job in that communication department. They know exactly who they want to target. They know exactly when they want to recall or when they want to take fights. And now, it is the gold lead already built up for Bedel with that enhanced lord coming down that top side.
Right now, they really got to clean things up and have clear, conscious decision on what they have to do. Looking at the items from the Kimi, again, Genius 1, Ice Cream 1, and now having the Holy Crystal. In the last team fight, Kimi did a lot of damage. And I really feel like they should take this opportunity to be like, hey, we're strong, we have a very beefy front line, so let's try to do something about this. And Faraway having the right idea, going to the back, trying to execute someone from behind, but he's there alone. They really need to commit. Do you guys want to fight, or do you guys want to kite?
Yeah, and I feel like, again, EVO Singapore, they're overcommitting onto this purple buff way too much. Look at that, the turrets are being taken off the board everywhere on the map.
And there's a turnaround. Potato baits out the Detna's welcome with the Winter Truncheon. Down goes Faraway again. It's all about Sayla. It's currently a Sayla show, but it was just a facade. Bedel was pushing down bottom lane, and now they're knocking on the inhibitor's door. Down goes tier 1 mid as well. Just like that, the map's red. What just happened?
Poorly organized movement, I should say. But look at that, it's going to be another fight coming in.
They're going. Asmo with the turnaround. Numinum Blast catches no one. Potato still alive. Heals him up with the Holy Healing. JPL's got his core in check. Alien taking quite a few hits. Still alive. Not enough to take down the big guy. And just like that, EVOS SG are scrambling to find a trade. Oh, in all that chaos, it's actually an inhibitor down bottom. That's permanent damage to EVOS SG's economy and map presence.
Right, let's all over here bring things back to reality. Right now, it's 40 minutes in. EVOS SG as well as Bedel. I'm not looking at the goal difference because I feel like both of them are having equal opportunities to win the team fights. Right now, who is holding the map? Bedel, they have a lot of very beefy heroes. They really should be holding the map right now. And EVOS SG, having that Lunox, having that Brody, they have the damage, but they really have to kite things out. They have to properly execute who they should target and try to time this Lolita's shield because, again, when you heavily commit, and then all the damage goes nowhere, that's going to be a very, very bad start to a team fight.
Yeah, the main reason why they lost that inhibitor turret in the bottom side was that, again, they were overcommitting onto these objectives that really don't matter. They were overcommitting for the purple buff, and now they're gonna go all the way from that top side.
What a play by Alien, just the perfect distraction. And maybe now he may have bitten off more than he could chew. Counterpart memory puts him down right at that very moment. And I'm guessing the reason why also EVOS SG, just to add to the reasons why bottom lane was penetrated and why the map just doesn't belong to them as easily anymore, is because they keep hesitating. They keep looking for the perfect counter engage, but it's just not happening because Bedel is the perfect initiator at this moment. Bedel is the aggressor.
Absolutely, man. The thing that boggles me the most is that Bedel right there, they didn't use that distraction for anything. And the thing is, they need to set it up every single time. I don't know if it's miscommunication or just Alien playing very aggressively alone there, because the team wasn't ready for any sort of play, but right now it's far away already engaging onto Gear.
Oh, we've seen this already. Gear just perfectly has the flame shot to keep Far Away at bay. If he didn't, I don't doubt Far Away could have gotten the kill there.
Yeah, right now, in terms of what EVOS SG is thinking, they have to control the map again because the lore is going to be up in 30 seconds. And this lore is going to be huge because for both of these teams, in terms of team fight, I would say Bedel has a better choice because right now, Paranoid having a lot of AoE damage, Far Away damage, and crowd control. The Loida, just crowd control, EVOS SG, I would not say they have a good team fight situation unless they could pick one off one at a time.
I'm just, again, Bedel, they have very strong side lanes, but look at that, actually in the bottom side, Potato is looking for a flank.
Oh, they find Paranoid, already used the flicker. If he uses the black shoes here, he might be caught out off-camera kill onto Sayla. That's a mage for mage, mid laner for mid laner kill, but that's a double move right away off cam. Adamir gets taken down in mid. This is a disaster for EVOS SG. JPL might fall as well. This Rafael has no business surviving this engagement. There's 4 in the mid. And this turret is not going to stand for way much longer. Gear and Potato, I don't think they have it in them to defend. There's not enough clear between these two.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, Far Away just keeps on going in. Bedel has the pressure. They're gonna go for the sun here, Leo. And Gear has nowhere to go.
That's a desperation demonic force if I've ever seen one. Potato surviving. This is the tank. Ooh. Karina pops the winner truncheon. And there you go. Sayla still survives the double kill, though. But they still come back. It's a defense. A successful defense. Is it? Sayla gets taken down. Here comes Adamir. It's one at a time. Able to put all down the stacks. They take down Asmo. They're still going. Alien still alive. Can he get taken down by JPL? The answer is no. The big guy gets away with it. Plus the immortality coming off cooldown. Could have sworn it was over.
Man, overcommitments all across the board, beside from EVOS Singapore and Bedel. EVOS, they wanted more than they could chew, right? They wanted to win that mid lane fight and also get a pick off onto Paranoid. That was so greedy by them, and it costed them their second inhibitor turret. You can see. Now we are going to take a look at the replay. What happened in that team fight?
Yeah, right now, looking back at the replay, the thing is, I understand that Bedel, they really want to end this game as quickly as possible because, again, you do not want to give a champion the opportunity to get a comeback. And right now, the fact that all of their HP is that low and being forced with facing a Brody is not a good situation. Right now, the Lord is up. Every single member of both teams is up. So this is do or die. If EVOS SG does not win this one, then we're going to go at a 1-1 score.
Yep, Potato got eaten there by the Detonus Welcome. A lot of damage being put in by EVOS SG. Torn apart memory, not enough to take down Alien. Pop his immortality. Lord still standing. I'm so impressed that after Bedel played the perfect distraction in Paranoid, punished, went for what seemed like a 1-for-4 play in mid, EVOS SG is still back, so you can never ever doubt the heart of a champion.
But Bedel, they're actually using this wave control really well. You know, the manipulation that they're doing, they know that the bottom side is already, you know, has the super minions, so they're just letting it be. Actually slow pushing for them really well right now, and that is going to be EVOS Singapore forced to respond. If they see Potato down there, they are going to force this Lord.
I really feel like they really should force this Lord right now. JPL is taking a lot of damage. Corina is still down there, Leo. And the damage coming in from Bedel.
Asmo charging up. The Numenum Blast hits 2. Here comes Gear with the demonic force. Sayla bites it first. Yunchi with the range advantage. Here comes Potato from the flank. Who can he take out? Jumps on Asmo, takes him down, but in the front lines, it's a massacre for EVOS SG. They've lost 4 already, traded up for 1, and I don't see Potato winning this fight. Not for a long shot. Triple kill for Far Away. It's a wipeout. And just like that, we're about to see the scores evened out. Bedel makes the champions bleed. We're gonna see a 1-1.
You know what, Leo? Might as well. Let's just watch a full-time game for today. Because, again, Bedel shows up. They're showing like, you know what? You guys won the first one. We're going to equal it out. And I feel like today is going to be a very long day, Marco. Oh, I would say that the Bane is a pretty good pick over here.
Yeah, I agree.
When, like, especially when the Luminant Blast is going to be charged, then yeah, you just use your Deadly Cash to cancel it out. Same thing when the Paquito is engaging, same thing when the Bovius is engaging. As of right now, I have no qualms with the draw from EVOS. I feel like maybe Miracle has some qualms with the draw from coming in from Bedel, but professionally, I would say the Brody pick and the Louis pick is good. Both of these heroes can really win the lanes as well as conquer the team fights, and there's a lot of combat potential as we've seen in the first game where Louis was used by Sayla.
Absolutely. No, for me, it's not that I dislike the side of Bedel. It's more like I wanted to see the Fanny, you know? I wanted some spice.
But if you wanted the Fanny, there was no room for it. The Phoveus was there, the Paquito was there. So you kind of see who the gold... Unless you were looking at gold lane Paquito.
Yeah.
That was still possible.
Yeah.
That was still possible.
In the face of this lineup that EVOS SG brought on for game number 3, I don't think there's room for a Fanny because they want to go fast. They want to isolate people with the Jawhead, make him eat a deadly catch, and then push turrets like it's nobody's business. Welcome to game number 3 in this best of 5. Bedel versus EVOS SG. How do the Singaporean champions recover?
Let's see how they do it, man, because JPL on this Jawhead, certainly they want to go for those aggressive movements. They want to go for just a very, very good early game, right? Maybe snowballing it from the start, getting first blood. They need to start rolling it.
Yeah, as of right now, in terms of what I want to see from EVOS, JBL is known to be a very, very annoying roamer. I wanted to see him get picked off, and over right now, he managed to get a triple man stun over there, but still playing it a little bit more passively. From the side of EVOS SG, I want to see them controlling the tempo and maybe try to avoid Paranoid, because Paranoid is being very, very annoying.
Absolutely. And the thing is, again, for the side of EVOS Singapore, they really do need to look for this early game with the Jawhead, right? They need to get something going, because if not, Bedel, with the Lolita and the Loi, like you mentioned, very good at rotating and getting the map pressure.
Yeah, right now I'm looking forward for EVOS to really play around this gold lane because they have a Clint. The Clint has a lot of damage, has a lot of burst, and JPL on this Jawhead with a support emblem should have a lot of damage as well. They really should bully this Brody lane, and we can already see JPL is positioned there.
Yep, he's looking for something, and not just Adamir. Actually, Potato's primed up. I can see a combo wherein you just get one flick off of Clint, and then maybe a Crab Claw Cannon. That should be lethal for an early game Brody.
And right now, I'm looking at things. It looks like Bedel, they know what's going on. It's like, this is a little bit too obvious. I'm just going to play it very, very safe.
Yeah, we know you're there, JPL. It's fine.
I like that from them, you know. They know that Brody and Clint, it's going to be a very hard lane to win, right? Brody needs to wait up until that level 4 to get that power spike. So knowing that Clint will have that pressure in that top side, if they don't see anyone on the map, they're most likely going to rotate to that top side. So Bedel playing it already very, very intelligently here in the first few minutes. But again, like we mentioned, EVO Singapore, with that Barrett's pick, actually, it's going to be a very, very hard time for the Paquito to look for something, an opportunity to get in these team fights.
Yep, actually, JPL or Gear, neither are great targets for Faraway to try and chase down. Dare I even say Sayla. He can put in so much effort to kill Sayla, and Sayla can just flicker away, pop the black shoes, and then get away just exactly where Faraway started.
Yeah, Sayla using this leader can lie a lot. Speaking of lying, right now, Asmo is being targeted.
Oh, Asmo flickering on out. He knew that there was lethal intent. The deadly catch was there, hitting nothing but air. So I think that's still good for EVOS SG. They understood that if they set it up right, they will have turtle priority. Like this, right now, JPL getting knocked up, punched down, ejector on the Alien, but Alien still bearing down. He wants to kick and beat down on this. Oh! It's Paranoid finishing the job. Demonic Force put in, Eye of Astaros, and now finally the Demonic Force. Sayla, where you going? No dashes there to push Alien in. And just like that, that's a great start already. But they don't take down anybody from EVOS SG, but they take the turtle. I think that's a win for Bedel.
huge win for Bedel. Not only did they get the turtle, but they also got that first blood, all contributing via that play from Bedel. Did you see the way they played that fight? It was just beautiful. They waited for far away. They didn't go too aggressive. They waited until you see that Gear has used the Death as well. The Death, you know, once he used that ultimate, it's just over, right? The Pokito can go free run onto the back lines, and it's just GG.
I think the word you're looking for is deliberate. They were so calculated. They knew that step 1, 2, 3. If neither is true, then so should be the other. And right now, we're seeing so many new layers from Bedel.
Yeah, but the thing is, still coming in from both these teams, neither of them look really comfortable trying to gank either of the lanes.
Yeah.
And it looks like both these teams, with the mass experience that they have, they can read all of these engagements, all of these ganks. It's almost like the entire map is actually open to them. Like, no matter what the situation is, the more you hide yourself, the more you're exposing your true intent.
Yeah. It's a matter of mind games, but just the same, you're like, oh wait, maybe I should slow my roll. Maybe I should watch out. And that's exactly what happened here as Gear took that small camp away from Faraway, but just the same, Faraway is waiting here in this tri-brush down bottom, that Y bush, as we'd like to call it. And yeah, EVOS is just not giving any quarter, but wait, diversion, nope. Pulse engage.
Oh, there you go. There you have it, man. It's going to be Bedel, again, just controlling the map with the objective that they just got. They already have a 400 gold lead, so they don't really need to force anything to happen right now. They're just going to wait until the neutral objective comes up, but look at that. It's going to be Potato caught off.
Numenon Blast, keeping him in place. Paranoid finishes the job. Faraway sets it up for his allies to knock him down. It's such a clean start so far for Bedel. 2-0. EVOS SG, it's start and stop for them here.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to talk about power spike, all right? For JPL, once he has his conceal, that's a power spike, all right? Rarely we talk about roam items, but really, in this kind of situation, JPL needs to start engaging, and Faraway has been caught, but no problem for him.
Yep, and here we see Paranoid setting up a false retreat. Maybe they can bait out EVOS SG. And you can see blatantly in their opponent's face, Bedel's playing mind games.
I don't know what EVOS Singapore are like doing right now as of this moment, right? Because usually when you are in the goal deficit, sure, you don't want to go for the contest, but they're not trading as well. They're just looking at the Bedel taking the turtle. They're just watching them from a very far distance.
Right now, it just seems like they're both playing farming games. In fact, if we look at the itemization as of right now, Potato already has the War Axe. So in terms of item, in terms of damage as well as the penetration, it should be good. It should be very, very nice. Gear as well. I really feel like they could play around Gear. And right now, speaking of that, Gear is eating someone.
Detna's welcome into another Bedel member. Alien getting blasted here by Sayla. Potato with the ale. Gear running away. And this is that kind of team fight that just benefits Bedel even more because they're able to push up slowly. They know that Potato is hesitating. Oh, look at that rotation! Taking down the Bane. Gear follows through. Paranoid gets a double. Faraway gonna survive. What juggle! But in this whole effort for EVOS to play safe, they actually open it up for Adamir off camera, pushing a tier 1 up top.
Yeah, again, the same thing happens here. Bedel, they get the fight, they get the kills, but they don't get the objectives. Actually, EVOS Singapore still having that turret lead here in that top side, and because of that, there's going to be a lot of pressure for the side of EVOS Singapore to make plays in for that next turtle.
Yeah, and so right now, in terms of EVOS SG, Faraway is getting very, very aggressive, same as Asmo, that they're really trying to catch anyone that they can. And here's the thing, EVOS SG has always been caught around the riverside, so you really have to be careful of these bushes.
Yep, and the whole threat of activation from JPL, the ejector, they're not really afraid. Look at this, Unstoppable Force starting it up. Ejector on the Asmo, eats a face full of deadly catch, could not get the end of that Numenon Blast. JPL taken down here by Faraway. Alien trying to push back the rest of EVOS SG. Oh, there's a Demonic Force. Can he take one down? Jumping onto Adamir. He's not done just yet. Detna's welcomed by Gear, throwing him right into this wall. And Adamir has his way. Free hits. Here comes Faraway. Oh, too far away. The 3 targets he wants to take down a little too deep. These members of Bedel want to go. They open up the turtle. They have priority still.
The Bedel squad are just really good at these very prolonged fights. You know, EVOS Singapore, they really need to start being careful here because if not, it's just gonna keep on going this way. JPL just has no way to engage.
Yep, and already the aforementioned conceal that LaFell mentioned, they're gonna blast JPL. Numenon blast in the face. They try to stop him, but the Numenon blast was just too much. Far away. Put down about a fifth of his health, gets away with it, and just like that, it's such a clean take for Bedel. They could have forced maybe top lane, but instead they're gonna convert in the bottom and that free turtle one more time.
Yeah, against EVOS Singapore, I feel like LaFell and Leo, they're just, I think they need to respond to plays better. You know, because Bedel, they have the gold lead. You can't just face them like that. You need to go for the trades first, maybe equalize in terms of turrets. Just get some pressure on the board because right now it's definitely not looking good.
Let's look at this game a little bit slowly. Let's look at the draft, right? For the side of EVOS SG, I feel like they almost have to eliminate their earlier intent in terms of engagement. Because right now, the draft is kind of okay with counter engages. So maybe that's what they have to do. They just have to be ready whenever any kind of engagement is coming in from Bedel and then counter engage it because you have some pretty beefy frontliners. And as long as you protect the Clint is going to do well. He already has the Atlas Battle as well as the Malefic Roar. So any tanky heroes, he can deal. He just needs to make sure he stays alive.
But when you're saying counter engage and you have a Jawhead is not something already very wrong. You want to be the aggressor there.
Yeah, but in this kind of situation, every single attempt, just like Mirko said, is gonna be cut short. Number one, Asmo, he can stun you down.
Yeah. He doesn't care, actually. Asmo might actually be happy to get ejected because you positioned the Numenon Blast for him.
Absolutely, man. JPL, on this Jawhead, like you said, you don't really want to go for those crazy engagements. What you want to do, I don't think, disengage is okay, but I think the better word would be just look for picks, but look at that, it's going to be Adamir caught off guard.
Oh, that's deep for Bedel. Unpunished Yunshi is going to get away with it. Asmo juggling the damage, and it's going to be enough to stun up JPL. Sayla trying to burst down. Asmo eventually gets his man. Two members of Bedel deep behind tier 1 turret here, and Paranoid flickering on out. Can they finish the job? That's going to be a gloom underneath him. And Faraway still juggling these two. The attention is on the jungler. Down goes JPL, knocking him out. Paranoid is taken down by Potato as he flanks. It's a trade so far. Messy for Bedel, but Faraway is still here. He's still at it, and he's going to run away. Back out. Deadly catch by Potato. Enough for the fight to end.
Holy, you can see the battle mode coming in as Faraway goes again inside and he gets it.
Psych, it's not! Yunshi takes him down plus the turret. Bedel again, they prefer these long team fights. They want to sustain the attention from EVOS SG until they run out of priorities, decisions, willpower. That's essentially what's happening here.
It's about drive, it's about power, it's stay hungry, we devour. Anyways, looking at this game, EVOS SG, they have to reset again. And the thing is, I understand where you guys are coming from. The Jawhead, he really should be engaging. But the reason why I said that they should be counter-engaging is because they're kind of
behind.
They're kind of behind, you know.
Literally, maybe literally behind.
So even if you catch someone,
this is
someone's
what I
gonna
said.
die.
Yep, now Alien gets caught out in a 3-man kill squad, but still survives. Pops the demonic force. Adamir gets jumped on. Faraway takes him down. Here comes the diversion, and all of Bedel are here. They are going to make Sayla pay. Down goes the mid laner from EVOS SG. 3v5 so far. EVOS SG are regretting that engage. I just wanted to say, okay, while this team fight is not going to happen because EVOS SG has no business picking off a fight with Bedel, I talked about the concept of willpower. The more decisions you try to make in a small amount of time, the less logical and the less likely you're going to make the right call. So I guess that's what's happening here. Ejector on the Faraway. They're blasting JPL. Down goes the Jawhead. Gear as well going to fall in the hands of Faraway. He's unstoppable. Potato just wailing away at Alien. And now there's a stun. Numenon blast in the face as Faraway takes the Lord. Not even looking. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Holy moly, man. Bedel, they are just ferocious. But the thing is, for the side of EVOS Singapore, I feel like they've already forced a little bit too much in that bottom side by going on to the Phobias clumping up. But then they go for an engage here in the Lord. As you can see from the instant replay, that was a 3v5. And the thing is, they didn't really have a whole lot of damage, right? Potato, he has a deadly catch, but that's it.
Yeah, in this kind of situation, you really have to look at all of the teams that do not have an MPL. This is looking like Blacklist all over again. Sorry for bringing this up, Leo, but EVOS SG is not looking good.
Okay, a little too deep. Far away went in. Yes, EVOS SG is behind, but not that behind.
Is it just a curse for the MPL champions? This is the last MPL champions left in the upper brackets, man. If they lose, it's gonna be conquered by the non-MPL teams.
No, right now, looking
Or
at the
the
goal
runners-up.
difference, 41,000, 35,000. That's quite a big difference over here. Close to 6,000 gold. JPL is in front.
He doesn't mind. Oh, it's all on Paranoid. It's the Paranoid show, ladies and gentlemen, as Alien wails away. Demonic Force catches a face full of bullets from Adamir. There's so much lead. All the shells on the ground, but look at Paranoid. He still wants man. And that's a trade so far from Alien. Sayla goes as well. 4-4-1. It's just Adamir left.
The underdog story, not just in match 1, but also in match 2 right now with Bedel coming back from that early loss in the first game. They're gonna go all the way, but Osmo actually might have just went a little bit too aggressive, but still, they are in the lead. 5,000 gold lead. They are gonna be able to get some more done from these turrets in the top and the mid lane.
Again, in a situation like this where it's chaos, it's madness, this is where teams like Bedel shine.
Yeah, and I just gotta call it out. That one was kind of cool, you know. It's just like,
Diversion.
oh, yeah, diversion is like, I'm gonna kill the turret and I'm just gonna go away. This is again another situation. Is like, cool guys, don't look at explosions.
Steady bomb
Exactly.
PP.
Steady bomb PP.
Steady bomb PP, and it's coming from the Turkish team here.
Yeah, honestly, it's just been really impressive to see these underdog teams, these non-MPL teams. Again, no coaching staff, no analysts, no problem. It's just been the story of day 1 of the playoffs. I am really, I'm just confused at this point, right? EVO Singapore, they're gonna get collapsed on, and they actually use their resources. It was all baited away by Paranoid's 200 IQ diversion.
Okay, so that's already one. Look at the damage he put on Asela, forcing out the Black Shoes gear. Positive Totem is welcome. That's the rotation set onto him. And they disengage. Faraway just goes ahead. Grand Theft Purple, taking it away from Potato.
Yeah, if you just watch that clip, honestly, you'd be like, that wasn't 200 IQ, but it was all set up from the beginning. They always take their diversions, and look at that!
Oh! Faraway! It's roasted lobster we're having for dinner tonight, and that's going to be a stun down on the JPL. The Jawhead had no business being that deep into Bedel's back line. Yunshi takes down this inhibitor down bottom, and that's a Black Shoe set in by Sayla. Demonic Force, down goes Paranoid. Gear jumps in. Asmo taken down by Sayla as well. So not so clean for Bedel. Not so fast, EVOS SG says.
Yeah, look at that. It's going to be EVOS SG actually surviving and getting a 2-for-2. Again, what I want to put to... the thing is, you have to see how Paranoid uses the diversion, right? He's been setting it up all throughout the game. They've been able to get those the good Paranoids where everyone keeps on going in with it. And now he is using it for just the diversion. You can see it here.
And right now, this is one of those situations where, yeah, the Jawhead kind of did want to do what he was supposed to do, which is pulling someone to the back line, ejecting someone to the back line, but he ejected Faraway, and Faraway actually did a lot of damage. So right now, even though he has an immediate kit to do something to catch someone, but it's gotten to the point where Bedel is so far ahead that no matter who you catch, it might actually help out Bedel even more.
Yeah, so far that's a story. Looking at their lineup, the only one that would really suffer if you threw him back there might actually be Yunshi. If it was Paranoid, he can still take someone out on the way. Right, like that's how far ahead Paranoid is. But now Gear, Denton is welcome, eats up Asmo, throws him into this tiny wall, blasted by Adamir. They might actually take him down. He's on to about 1/5 of his health. He's still in this. Gonna have to recall, not a fight Bedel wants to take.
Not a fight Bedel wants to take right now. EVO Singapore, though, they've come back. They've actually bounced back from their... technically, it's still a gold lead for Bedel, but look at the pressure. They've actually been able to, kind of withstand it and equalize it at that kind of point. But again, Bedel, all they need to do is wait for the right setup and go in.
Oh, Asmo with the concealed play. The diversion as well. Gear looking low. Jumping in. Demonic Force. Taking down the Barats. Now Adamir at 1/3 of his health. Another jump in by Alien. He's not done. Looking for the eye. And there you go. Ooh, not enough. But they are going to jump down. That's the Black Shoes. Black Line taken down by Alien. Oh, Sayla popped as well. Yunchi has not died a single time this game. 3 for none. Bedel looking to end quick. They're going to trap Potato. Look at this. Where's Potato going to go? Deadly catches Paranoid. But there's the winner truncheon. Enough to finish the job.
My God.
That was just brutal, man. That was just brutal.
Yeah, right now, looking at the kill score, 24-7. This is, again, EVOS SG, they got to look back in game 1, what they did. and replicate it, because as of right now, a lot of miscommunication is going on. In fact, it looks like every single time there's a play being made, everyone is in different pages, because you have a Clint that should win the lane, didn't. You have a Jawhead that should pull someone back and then instantly burst. That didn't happen as well. Potato going on to this Bane, which is basically a teamfight monster. They're not taking any team fights, and they really should not be taking any team fights as of right now.
And so far, if you're not winning team fights as the Bane, maybe try to prioritize turrets, objectives.
Push, yeah.
Not happening either.
Yeah, and especially the Barretts, where you want this guy to counter Paquito. He's always been using that Detonus Welcome for different targets, and you can see what's happening now.
Demonic Force set in by Alien. They are looking to take down this inhibitor in mid. Lord wailing away at this wave down bottom. Look at how synchronized Bedel is. They made sure that the waves in mid and top had a great flow. Alien just using the tail end of that Demonic Force. Numinum Blast hitting 2, and they're just wailing away at the turret. That's going to be mission accomplished, though, for JPL. He survives. He's okay. He bought time. Torn apart memory. Almost took him down. Deadly catch. Pops. Farways. Immortality. In goes Gear right in the middle. Trying to find a perfect target, but no! Faraway. Shut down. Gear traded out for him. 1-for-1 so far. And it looks like EVOS SG, they're feeling it. Ejector on the one. Popping the Immortality in the back line. That's Asmo. He's still alive. Stunning one. Putting up the shield. Adamir bites it. Trading in, tank for tank. Alien gets taken down as well, 3 for 2. But it's this one team fight that actually
look at that!
Sneaky, can they do it? Yunchi wailing away. There's a wave here.
No
it's just a
damage.
matter of time. Can you hold on? EVOS SG, is this gonna be a heartbreak? Oh no, their wave clear is so amazing. EVOS SG still in it.
It's so sad to see, because if Paranoid helped them out, they would have won. There was just 2 more auto attacks to end the game, but they weren't on the same page. It finally bites it again. Man, this is the same reason they lost game number 1. Miscommunications, and it's halfway from the side of EVO Singapore already. Bedel having a huge lead. Will they be able to close out the game? Because the comebackable meta is still here.
Comebackable seems to be an understatement. There's more to just comebacks here. There's a deception. There's mechanical outplays, and there's just grit, pure grit. I think that's what these non-MPL regions brought in spades.
Yeah, and they are looking very strong. Looking at the map right now, the Lord is going to spawn around 90-something seconds. What EVOS SG has to do is they have to re-establish map dominance. They got a turret, that's good. But right now, they really have to set up the map to make sure that they don't get caught. And if they manage a situation where they can flank Paranoid, because again, let's be real, he is the real problem here. Far away, he deals the damage, but you really can't win against that control, especially. It's so sad watching Clint always get caught in the back line.
The thing is, with the Clint, right, you really want to play to peel for him, but so far, EVO Singapore, they've just tried to dive the enemy backline. Like they need to think of one strategy and play with it. That's the thing that has just been the strength of EVO Singapore ever since we started. Communication, clear-cut, organized team fights. But this game, we haven't seen a whole lot of that.
Yeah, in the face of a Demonic Force in a rotation, that's not going to happen. Face check in, far away, spots Potato. A lot of damage rained down onto this Paquito. The rest of EVOS SG come on down and respond like a blitzkrieg. They eject Asmo right in the middle of their lineup, blasting Asmo into oblivion. That's a nice pickoff for the Singaporean squad, and already I think they're on the road to recovery.
Yeah, this is the thing I wanted to say, man. They know what to do. They went in for the engage. They saw the Phoveus instantly backed away, protected the Clint, and that's exactly what you need to do. Just having that one voice and following it through. Because so far in these fights, Adamir has just been left all alone, and he's been like killed off many times. But look at the top side, Leo.
They disengage off of that purple and just prioritize Faraway, who was a long ways from home, isolated from his team, and yeah, wait a minute is good for EVOS SG. That's literally what's happening here. A sudden turnaround, a quick inhibitor take. This is prime Bane. This is where you want to see Potato.
Yeah, when they're moving together, they look very strong. It's just like, all right, we're going to catch people off. They caught someone in the death bush, and right now the Lord has spawned. If they play together, I just want them to remember, don't be too close. You got to give a little bit of room to make sure that Paranoid doesn't catch all of you together. At the same time, once you get someone there, you're going to chase after it. And again, the Bane, such a comebackable hero because of how fast he pushed those turrets.
gotta be careful though, again, because they need to micromanage every single wave while also pressuring the enemy and getting the Lord at the same time. Let's see what goes on here, Leo.
Look at JPL, he's finding a good target.
Oh!
Already the Lord goes over to EVOS SG. They're blasting people with a deadly catch, answering back with the Numenon Blast. Cancelled out. Alien goes down. Adamir gets his man to the face. He blasts him. And look at the damage set in by Parrot. He's calling out, I don't want this fight anymore. And he survives. Smart missiles following him into the base, but back to back, EVOS SG winning team fights like they were never even down.
You gotta be honest though, that was clean by Paranoid. If he didn't do that, the game might have been over there with the death timers right now in the 23rd minute being so long. EVOS might have been able to end the game, but now with that additional member up and ready, they might be able to defend still.
You're talking about Lord, and he's marching down the top lane. All ults are online, save for maybe Gear's flicker, but that's not gonna matter. He's here to peel now. He's here to make sure that Potato can do his job because Alien is not here. Look at this. That's going to be far away to the back lines. Paranoid taken down. Gear is doing his job. Asmo gets caught in the deadly catch. Hits that inhibitor in mid. Carway taken down.
Wait a minute.
Just like that. It's a turnaround. EVOS SG finish in such quick fashion.
You can hear the screams, the yells of the players, the hype coming in. What just happened? It just seemed like we resumed and EVOS, they just won.
So for one more, it's the jungler. We forgot, it's such a long draft. And that's Potato picking up the Balmond. Is there enough burst on the side of EVOS SG to make the most of the lethal counter?
I think so.
Yeah,
they have the Clint, they have the
Lilia.
Lily, the Lilia, and also the Yuzong coming in, right, with
Yeah.
the CC. Especially with, I really like this draft coming from Singapore, honestly. Oh, I mean, I like both drafts equally. No,
I dislike both drafts
I
equally.
dislike both
There you
drafts
go.
equally. Let's see what happens. Let's not curse anything right here.
Let's make it fair.
Let's make it fair.
Because before this, I even want to say it. The moment I said a good thing about Gear, he died.
The moment I said a good thing about Bedel, they lost.
Exactly.
You're right.
Okay.
Let's not be nice to any of the players.
Let's not be nice to any of the players. Let's see what they do here in the game because I dislike both of the drafts equally.
But still, you took pictures with Zayn and they won today.
True.
Let's go into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly the last one in this best of 5. EVOS SG sitting at match point. Can the Turkish squad hold out and force us to go the distance? Looking at the map, it looks like they have lethal intent. Look at how Alien is positioning.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Alien wants to go for the... look at that. Exactly what I said. It's going to be Adamir just bullying him for the first few levels, right? When Yunshi gets that level 4, the ultimate, maybe even some item power spikes, it is actually going to be very hard for the Clint to get away from him, especially for the long fight. But look at this. EVOS are going to go in.
Faraway blasted down, first blood. No one to help him because, again, it seemed like Asmo had other ideas on the other side of the map.
That is a really weird way to start off the game. You know, Yisun Shin overcommitting to the purple?
Or a really smart way coming in from EVOS SG because, again, Bedel, they just lost a very unlosable match. So they're probably not exactly at 100% at the early stages of the game. And then EVOS SG, they just exploit that. And again, look at this. The Yisun Shin is still committing. And JPL is just being annoying. This is the JPL I want to see. I want a 1v5 JPL.
Oh, he might want to go for this, Leo. Oh, close.
Nope, not gonna happen. So at least Bedel, you see signs of them just keeping themselves in check. Could have been lethal if they forced that. If again, Faraway falls, it's not a good look. Now Potato looking low. JPL answering back. Asmo blasts him with those blooms and now, oh! Okay, both teams are just staying on the edge here.
They're
Both
just being
teams.
so annoying to each other, man.
Yeah.
They're just like poking each other. Hey, what are you doing in your own jungle, man? And the other guy, stop it, dude. Stop it. I'm trying to take my orange buff, man.
Get him, get him.
Looks like they both dislike each other equally.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's the case right now. But the turtle will spawn in Land of Dawn, presented to you by TikTok Live. Faraway has, hasn't had the smoothest of jungle paths right now.
It's actually been quite significant. They've already gotten a 1,000 gold lead with just 1 kill. That's how bad it is for Faraway right now.
Yeah, especially when you look at how EVOS is really controlling the jungle because like we discussed, it's not enough for us to win, but we want you to lose.
Did you see what EVO Singapore did? But look at this, it's gonna be a fight.
Yep, 3v1. Alien caught out deep behind enemy lines. Potato and Gear wailing away. Lethal counter committed already. That's one of two retributions on the side of EVOS SG used up. Potato going to secure this. Surely, Turtle Slain brought to you by Singapore Tourism Board.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say just now was that EVO Singapore, even when Bedel went for the invade into the enemy jungle, they still didn't want Faraway to get anything. They actually stole it away from him, and he was still stuck at level 3. That's the reason Bedel didn't really want to go for the contest, man. 1 level ahead, Potato now 2 levels ahead.
Yeah, right now let's look at the items and let's look at the heroes. This is one of the things that Bedel, this might be counterintuitive, which is they have a lot of scaling heroes. They have the Kogura, they have the Alice, they have the Yi Shin. So right now, EVOS SG, they're actually playing a perfect game in terms of what they should really do, and they should really engage in a lot of fights.
Yep, force out this 2k gold lead, show him where the damage is early on. Lethal counter used up, but still it goes over to Faraway, and that's what's leading to this disaster on the side of EVOS SG. Bedel gets 2 kills out on the way. Gear wailing away. Can he survive this? Using that passive. Oh, he jumps right onto the Yi Shin. Gear is unstoppable. Someone take him down, and that's gonna be Paranoid. We're sitting at 3-2 in under 4 minutes.
Man, Bedel actually, they came out on top in that skirmish. Did you see Potato? He whiffed his lethal counter. He didn't get that retribution perfectly, and it was actually Faraway taking it away. Just because of that, they were able to actually get the dub in that fight. You saw that EVO Singapore, they used all of their resources, and I really mean all of their resources on that orange buff.
Yeah, what are the chances? We talked about how they should initiate a team fight, and they did, and they immediately lost that team fight. But right now, looking at both of the teams, in terms of the goal, not much have changed. It's just that, right now, Alien going on to Potato, but Potato is surviving well, but he has to really, execute this lethal counter a little bit better.
Oh my god, you look at Faraway. His entire top side has been stolen away from him. What is going on? He's still standing at level 5, 2 levels below Potato.
Yep, so even if Bedel won that fight, in the long run, the trades are bad for Bedel because, again, the aforementioned scaling lineup they have and just how annoying EVOS SG is right now. This is our game. This is our country. This is our series to take. That's essentially what EVOS SG is saying. There's subtitles here in case you're not seeing it. That's what it reads.
That is what it reads, man. EVO Singapore, though, they are just controlling every single neutral objective, not letting Bedel. This is EVO Singapore from the groups, you know? They just suffocate their opponents. They got the 200 gold lead, and now they just keep on building that gold lead up to a point where Bedel needs to make a desperate play, and then they shut him down.
True. Even this effort down bottom by Alien to do something, the only real target he wants is Adamir. So until he sees Adamir, it's not as optimal an engagement on the Cho.
But this is the EVOS that we want to see. They dissected what the enemy wanted to do, and they directly counter it. It's just like, yeah, we're going to live in your jungle, and just like you said, everything is ours.
Look at this pull in by JPL. Takes down Yunshi as well as the turret, almost immediately converting this lead. We're seeing them now ahead by about, what, 2,000, 2.5k gold in under 6 minutes.
It's great for the side of EVO Singapore, man. They just want to keep on doing this. It's great, but we have to see what they can do here in the 6th minute, because last time around, BDL were able to actually come back in the moment looking for the crazy skirmishes. EVOs, what they need to do now is stay composed. Don't get too emotional. Don't go for the fights in there. As I say it, it's going to be that fight.
Why did he take this 2v1?
We need to stop saying things.
We gotta stop saying things.
But that's their job. I don't know what you guys are saying. But yeah, to be fair, misplaced Potato was there. Completely misplaced. Could have been a 4v1. I don't know what he was thinking. But right now, you're right. Stay the course. Stay the course. Slow your roll. Don't force fights. You're still ahead. You're still ahead about 2k.
I agree. I completely agree. And that's exactly what they need to do. Let's not jinx it for the 7th time today. I don't know where we're at right now. But EVO Singapore, all they need to do is keep on using this lead to build on it, build on it, build on it. Maybe even go for some crazy picks on the board. What they don't need to do is, oh my God, as I say it again.
Okay, Miracle.
Okay.
Miracle, let me teach you what you should do.
All right.
Never say what they should do or they should not do. Just be generous. Like, right now the turret is getting set up, and that is where both the teams want to be positioned
I
at.
can't believe that literally happened 2 times in a row.
Well,
It did.
It did.
it's just the openings that Bedel have, all right? So they got that turret up top, opened up this turtle, clearly free for EVOS SG. Might be the last one since turtle takes in this game so far are very slow. Alien looking for a good target to kick up. So far, Gear has been slow, has been very soft, all right? Slow on the Sha energy retake, so he's not as chunky now. Oh, they're gonna blow up Sayla! Paranoid with the yin-yang overturn now. Here's the comeback. A shutdown by Potato. Gear with the Black Dragon 4, he's diving in underneath this turret. He's now a half dragon, and he disengages. A 1-for-1 so far. No conversion from EVOS SG, so this is just Bedel demanding an answer. They're saying we're not that far behind.
Honestly, that was really good for Evo Singapore, though. I do have to be honest right there because it was a shutdown towards Paranoid.
Yeah, right now in terms of itemization, Faraway does have his War Axe, which is still very strong. He's on the way building his Blade of Despair, which I feel like is the correct item to build. But if they can slow down the game, then EVOS SG, they're going to lose out some of their winning conditions, even though Clint is very strong in the late game. But if they give him enough time, Paranoid can just burst him out very, very quickly.
Oh, Way of the Dragon hit on the JPL. Yeah, you're tough, but not that tough. The Ruby's still alive. I'm offended. What? Set up for Potato. 2 down so far for Bedel. And that's free kills for EVOS SG. They're converting unlike any other. Wow, could have sworn JPL was going to go.
What was that, JPL?
Excuse me, you said you're tough but not tough enough, and then he survived? That's the kind of casting we should do.
That's literally.
We should doubt everything.
You should doubt it. I don't think Adamir can get this orange buff right now.
EVOS SG, you're welcome. Let's see like play again. Oh my, I can't believe
that was
it.
Insane.
He did an ult and survived in the face of 4. What?
All right, so in this kind of situation, yeah, JPL is looking very, very low. But the thing is, the team comes back to help him out. And we have to remember, the passive coming in from the Ruby, every time you're moving, when you're using a skill, and then you dash away, then you're going to get a little bit tanky. And you do have a little bit of spell vamp here and there from your skills.
That's what I'm wondering right now, under 10 minutes. Does JPL have additional spell vamp? That might have been key as well.
Let's see. We can take a look at the items later on, but
I feel like he doesn't. It's just that innate to Ruby.
Tenacity.
Yeah, tenacity as well. Looking at the items, yeah, he doesn't have.
No, it's
anything.
just Dreadnought armor.
Yeah, but the thing is, having an Athena shield as well as Dreadnought armor, that is pretty big. That is huge, just like Mirko said.
Yeah, the thing is for Bedel, they didn't really target him. After that initial engage, after the initial damage, it was all over. But now, look at this.
Lord take. Oh, that's going to be, again, the 2 Retribution lead, using that lethal counter as a way to secure objectives. And there's a pull-in by JPL. He gets a perfect target, feeding up Adamir. His food far away, sitting at 1, 3, and 2, knocking up Alien into the backline of his top lane. Team fight, Paranoid goes 2 for none so far. Lord marching down. EVOS SG, they got bad plans for this inhibitor up top.
This is insane. Evo Singapore, JPL in that third game actually on the Jawhead. There's a lot of doubts onto his play, man. But this time around, he's definitely come to play. Potato in a 1v3, doesn't even care. You can see the members, they just want to go for a fight.
What? A flicker committed by Alien just to be on the receiving end of Adamir's bullets.
Lethal counter was so close from hitting. But again, this is what Evo Singapore likes to do. When they do have the lead, it's great to finally see them, playing. I'm doubting myself now saying that because there's another fight.
Oh, they're still going. Gear with the Black Dragon form. Potato caught out in the back lines. He's here inside their base. But lethal counter just enough to push back Asmo. Alien, they need to heal up. That's going to be a push down bottom and still, EVOS SG, they're relentless.
Yeah, but I should really stop saying things now. I agree, LaFell. Just as I say that, they missed the lethal counter.
Hey, it's all good. Both of the teams are professional, and as of right now, Adamir is looking very, very strong. So I get what Cho is trying to do, trying to bait him out, trying to push him back into the team. But it is very, very difficult going up against a Clint, especially when you time your second skill very well. You can immobilize the Cho, and right now, Alien, if he does manage to get on anyone, he has to make sure that it is going in the right direction. For the side of Bedel, they can scale up very well. They still have this Alice, they still have this Kagura. It's just that how can they slow down the game? How can they survive the damage coming in from this Clint?
That's the main question you gotta answer, right? How are you gonna deal with this Clint? Because not only does he do a lot of damage, but also you can see the range. But JPL...
Look at the mind games by JPL. He's just standing there idle. And now it's Alien catching a few bullets from Adamir. Gear chasing them down as the Black Dragon form is committed. Paranoid blasted down. Adamir taking down another 2 for none so far. EVOS SG, they're primed and ready to take down this mid lane inhibitor. Oh, Gear, look at that, just standing there. That is just pure intimidation.
No, I feel like he didn't have a choice. The cooldown was not there.
But still, like, he just chose to not even move, just...
Yeah, I agree with that, but look at that. It's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, Osmo. Very good guiding win. They get him out of that situation, but what do you think about this?
Far away, he's so far away from being comfortable. Close, dash right through, traceless, away from the lethal counter, but they're all falling like bricks, bodies hitting the floor. This base is going to be their grave as Alien pushes back Adamir, denying the final push.
No way.
But there's just too much happening. Sayla, there's not enough minion waves. Or is there? Could this be it? EVOS SG could not finish.
I cannot believe that happened again. Right here, EVO Singapore, all they need to do is play it safe. I said that right before that fight.
Every single game is comebackable. And in this kind of situation, Bedel, they have good scaling. And if EVOS keeps trying and trying and trying, and it doesn't work out well, then it's not going to look good on their own side. Right now, let's look back at the replay. And we talked about how Adamir is really the one that you have to focus on. And the Cho, coming in from Alien, knows that exact fact. If he could have kicked him inside the base, it would have been a little bit better.
No, actually, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I actually disagree with that. I feel like that was a great play by Alien, just knocking him away from the base. Because if he did knock knock Adamir to the base, he would have just had one hit and it was over.
That is true. Now that you said it, I agree.
Yeah, would have procced the endless battle, would have procced his
I
basic
take back what I said.
Yeah.
Michael, keep talking.
Here we go. Potato caught out in the middle of 3, and he's spinning. There's not enough damage to force out the lethal counter. Now this is all 5 members of Bedel. They're about to collapse, and it's Alien caught out between 3. Mount Shocker, where's everyone? Where's everyone? Look at Gear coming in from the west. Potato taken down by Faraway, using the passives oh so perfectly. They're pushing Paranoid in. There's a knockup. There's a takedown. Gear gets a kill. 1 for 2 so far. Those are the numbers. Those are the trades. And there's a pull-in. JPL, he's offended, taking down Asmo. Gear traded out by Yunshi. It's a very messy fight.
It is a very messy fight. You can see the craziness in this game right now. Did you see the positioning of Faraway though? Put some respect on this guy's name. He played that fight incredibly well, getting away from the Black Dragon form and also, oh my god!
Another pull-in. JPL uses the flicker but could not finish. Just the same though, they put their health down to quite the low amount that they can't even try to contest for the orange. So at least EVOS SG, again, they have to slow their roll. They have to steady their pace and stay in order. They have to know what are their priorities.
Yeah, I'm just saying, again,
Okay.
Last time, Bedel was in the situation where they got 3 inhibitors. Oh, I mean, technically almost 3 inhibitors now, but it was EVO Singapore coming back. So is it time for Bedel to come back?
Every game is comebackable, and we have to look at Yunshi because right now, he can actually tank some hits coming in from EVOS SG. So if he can get on top of the Clint, then there's not much that he can do, and then the pause is coming in.
No comment. No comment.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, God.
No comment. No comment. This match already feels very long, honestly, because of the back and forths. Honestly, it feels like EVOS SG should have been ahead. Sure, the map speaks for itself, but yeah, again, Bedel is building up.
No, this is actually scary because EVOS, they have 8 turrets, and Bedel only has 2, but the goal difference is just this much.
Exactly.
There's a lot of goal standing for the side of Bedel. They can really come back in this game. Right, Mirko?
Absolutely, they can right now, and it looks like Bedel wants to go for something already. They have already micromanaged those side lanes, and that's exactly what EVOS did last game. So let's see what happens here, Leo. The fight is about to break out for the Lord. They already have pressure.
Neither team wants to get disengaged. It's not clean for either of them. 1, Bedel's not ready, not 100%. 2, EVOS SG, they're afraid of the Mountain Shocker because there's no surprises anymore. And I think that's what's creating this new engagement, this new tactic from EVOS SG. They're very minimalistic. You see how some teams kind of like rotate a lot? EVOS SG, they're just happy to have a bush.
No, right now, honestly, Gear, he could just split push right now because, again, the base is kind of open. So,
wait, what is this? Alien gets caught out, collapsed upon by 4, Potato gets him. That's as free a kill as it gets.
That is a free kill right there. I don't know. That
What?
was a little bit. You know, he walked overextended for sure.
Yeah,
he
this is
didn't
a-
have any vision.
This is a Cho. No flicker. No Shunpo. Nothing. And this is a free
Oh.
Lord. Asmo
Oh, not
coming
free.
in. Who's gonna take this? The Lord still standing gear.
Far away.
Already uses the Black Dragon form. Lethal counter helps. Commit, and that's gonna be Adamir taking down Paranoid. 3 down on the side of Bedel as EVOS SG continues the assault. There's a wave crashing in. Faraway stunned, stopped in his place, taken down by Sayla. Asmo, the only one left, ladies and gentlemen. Bedel is gonna have to concede this game and the series. EVOS SG wins 3-1.
Yeah, but the Singaporeans, the home ground favorites, they still stand strong as the only MPL champions in the upper brackets.
Beautiful display of just micro and macro for the side of EVOS Singapore, especially in that final game. You saw it yourself. They